Hello everyone, the 13 Scale here, also known as Scale, and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, where I swear one of these days all my cords are gonna chill out. Okay. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Why are your fingers on the murder weapon? Why is there a murder weapon? What do we got, man? I'm coming into this blind. Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. Dude, you can't... And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in this photo. True. So was that you in the boat?
Yes. It was me.
What?
But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him.
All right, well... sweetie, you're gonna have to give me something. Right? I want you to know that. I gotta have more to go off of here. Okay, then who did?
I don't know.
You don't know? Were you right there? So I think all I have to prove then in this next one is that Lotta didn't see crap and that her thing just went off.
I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then another man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself.
You mean it was a suicide?
That's the only explanation I can come up with.
Huh, how am I gonna convince anyone of that? Say, Maya.
Huh? What?
Any progress with Mia?
Oh. Sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick?
That's not what I said.
If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right?
Yeah, you're completely useless. Get lost. I don't need you, buddy. No, of course I need you here. You have more uses than just being a bridge to your sister. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see that you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help. It's the thought that counts, right?
Okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel any better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits.
Look, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck's gonna run out. Could you not say that right in front of Edgeworth?
Really?
Whoa. Whoa, right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart.
Didn't know you had heart problems. Oh, sorry, whoops. Poor Edgy.
Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand?
Oh, I get to do her voice again. Please tell me she gets mad at him because these two personality types do not seem like they're gonna mesh well here.
Lotta Hart, you are a research student at a university?
That I am.
Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand?
Ugh. Y'all need to learn some manners. Well, I agree.
Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Very well. Your testimony, please.
All right. Thank God it's her voice. I'd get to do something that's not a deep register for 5 minutes. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car, and I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There was two shots. There wasn't nary-a-thing on that lake but a boat. Okay.
Enough.
Huh?
Judge, she happened to take photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence.
You know, I do like that he's at least being forthwith about the evidence part, but I hate everything else about him.
Well, this is a surprise. I don't know why it is. This looks like the very moment of the murder.
I don't know why Edgeworth thought to threaten a man in a boat anyway.
Order. I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have an order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes. It was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth.
Objection, Your Honor, speculation. No? Alright. Sure, I guess.
Order. Order. I will have order. Well, Judge. The evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant.
Hey! Wait a second, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet.
Cross-examination. We have a photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words and they all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony?
Yeah. The fact that it says that there should only be one gunshot, but yet you heard 2 bangs? Yeah.
Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court.
You can't do that. You literally don't have the authority.
Nick, contempt?
Contempt of court. You know.
I guess I understand.
But why does he have the clearance to do this? That's a good question. He doesn't.
Well, what are you gonna do? Do you really think that there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I noticed one little thing. And hey, that one little thing might be enough.
Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything.
God, Maya, you really are useless in court. Oh, God.
Right, let's take him on.
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness.
Very well. I pray for your sake that this isn't a waste of time.
All right. It's Christmas Eve just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. Let's press there. So you weren't looking at the lake at that time? No. I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness.
I need to, man. No, that matters. I saw 2 gents in a boat. There was another bang. Were you watching at the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble.
Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Objection, Your Honor. Literally not saying anything. Fired 3 times. So we've got somewhere between 1 and 3. All right, hold on, I'm gonna save this. Yeah, okay. Present. Your Honor, a statement, oh, for God's sake, does it? Yeah, it does. Oh, for God's sake, okay. How much? You know what? Anything about There wasn't any contradictions in there.
Yeah, there was. Sorry, Nick. If only my sister were here.
Yeah, Maddie's really taking this hard. Just after midnight, I reckon. Was in my car. Let's press on this. So why were you camping there anyway?
I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research.
What research? This all sounds suspicious. Press a little further. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What? What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Oh, wait now, I'm the one that says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. I heard a bang come up from the lake. I looked out the window. I saw two gents in a boat. Could you clearly see the two men?
Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you?
Uh-oh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men.
Well, yeah, of course.
The witness has testified that she saw them. There is also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. What options do I have? Can I... Okay, hold on. First we save again. What if I just present the camera? Can I press that? The music didn't stop, so that's not it. Look, I know what I'm trying to say. Press here, I guess. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day.
Huh? Well, yeah, yes.
I know you want to find contradictions, but really? I hope your next contradiction's a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. In my car, I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out, I saw the two gents. There was another bang. There was an area thing on that lake, but the boat. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, sure as a country gal can be.
That sounds pretty sure. Press a little further. How come you're so sure?
Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake.
Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. I have a follow-up question. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained. Yes, of course. Oh, great. Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. Seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor... You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Maya's gonna get herself kicked out, so this way we get more time. Uh-huh.
Nick, Lotta's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy.
Okay, so now you believe you found a contradiction. I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand.
Hold it.
That's gotta be Maya. Oh, who said that?
It was me.
Maya? Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks.
She's gonna place herself in contempt of court.
It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Ugh. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you use him? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst.
Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear. I saw Edgeworth.
Point him out then.
Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. No.
Objection, Your Honor. Wait.
I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
What's the difference?
The difference is I'm not her, and I shouldn't be held responsible for her actions.
All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Fiend?
Wrong. Wrong.
What?
Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Yeah.
Order, 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 order.
Okay, you need to stop, man.
You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court.
No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me.
A child. A child for having an outburst in a courtroom, but okay.
Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave this courtroom immediately.
Nick? I did what I could. I'm sorry. You have to do the rest. Good luck.
Maya.
Turned out to be helpful on her own without it being Mia.
I care not for this melodrama. Listen very well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering my witness.
I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
Okay, so she said that she saw Mr. Edgeworth. So all I need to do is prove that you can't quite tell that it's Edgeworth. The last statement. I saw it clear as day. That man on the boat was Edgeworth. I'm going to press, and then I'm going to present the photo. Well, what about the other man?
You cannot expect to be allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claimed there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. We'll find it, if you can. Mr. Wright, I have to assign you a penalty.
What? Because I didn't immediately provide evidence? Are you crazy? You let me press for free constantly throughout this game. I'm not doing that. That's not okay. That literally breaks the rules of everything defined in the game. Not to mention as well, it's not sitting here flashing for that. That's dumb. All right. Okay, so that does match with... Okay. Let's present this. Got you. Oh, I got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at the photograph. Look at this photograph. Anyway, look at the photograph. The photo I took, the very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo, and it's quite clearly visible. The fog, Mrs. Hart. So, this picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet, I'm surprised I haven't heard the word objection yet. Yet, even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet, you claim that you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Huh? He's right.
Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in the testimony, please.
Objection, clearly coercing the witness. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Explain. Also, again, objection, coercing the witness. Even your witness. Makes no sense.
Mr. Hart?
Mrs. Hart, my bad. What?
Could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could. I meant I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. Well, that worked. How Edgeworth was seen. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. That's thick, by the way. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked out with my binoculars. See, no problem. I don't know about that.
You used your binoculars. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Well, this one better be good. But it looks like we're going to save that for the next time. Because that's all the time that we've got for this episode. And it looks like we're going to poke more holes in Von Karma's carefully coerced and vague testimony. This guy's driving me up a wall. Anyway, take care, everybody.